Guys, I'm Cole1 back with another Transformers video, and today I've got a new guy. This is Transformers Age of the Primes, 13 Primes, Amalgamous Prime. And he's supposed to be the Prime that came up with the idea of combining stuff together. And he has a very unusual robot mode. I am really looking forward to seeing that robot mode, and apparently he's got multiple modes, and you can come up with a bunch of fan modes for him and stuff, and like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun to play with. Is that supposed to be the spark of combination? I don't know. I gotta point out something though, okay? One, they didn't paint something on the toy, and the way he's positioned, that's his back, but then the way they have him packaged, he's basically laying down in the packaging, and his arms are all like, just shove him in the box. So we've got this cool artwork on the side here. Actually, maybe they did paint. No, they did paint it. It just, you can, okay. On the side here, we have Onyx Prime. I'm pretty sure that's Amalgamous Prime. That's the Plant Prime. And I don't know who these guys on either side are. I do want to get Onyx Prime. Let me get this guy out of the box, and we'll see how he is. I got Amalgamous out of the box, and he's not terrible. Let me get my comparisons in here and get things rolling a little bit. We've got Film Noir Spider-Man, we've got Scourge, we've got Hubcap and Soda Can. So he's an alright size, but like, he's a Voyager, and Voyagers are now $40 a pop now, and that's kind of painful. Here's the Siege of Cybertron car, guys. I mean, actually, let me go ahead and bring back in Scourge here. Then again, you can stand Amalgamous up. That's an issue we're going to talk about. That's another issue we're going to talk about. Should we turn this into a drinking game? So he can be a little bit taller, but still, he's not supposed to be humanoid. He's supposed to have this... The toy's doing the job for me right now. Accessories. Let's talk accessories. He's got these two laser cannon things that have pegs on each side and a peg port in the back. I'm going to put those off to the side. He's got this small little laser gun thing that he can hold. I like the scythe. It can fold down, and then there's this part. Let's talk about those, and we got to talk about this also. I do believe even in the instructions they show that's how you're supposed to remove this. So this is supposed to be a T-Cog from G1. What is a T-Cog? It's the organ that allows Cybertronians to convert from one mode to another. And this is also a T-Cog from Transformers Prime. And if you're so inclined, you can make another kind of T-Cog, and that's cool, but there's no place to really put this thing now. He can't hold it in his hands. And then this thing right here, you can't stick it on the gun tip. I'm sure you could peg it in on things if you were so inclined. Okay, really the only place to put this is now on the back of the side, so now it's a part of a weapon? I don't get that. And the only place now he can actually hold the T-Cog. So that's cool. And if you're so inclined, I don't know why you would want to do that, and it can peg into places. So there is a bunch of things you can do with the G1 T-Cog, but really, a small little accessory like this, I really would recommend you keep it put away in the head. Let me go ahead and re-equip him, and we will talk some details. So he's definitely a Cybertronian alt mode, so we can't really say, oh, he doesn't look right, because he looks exactly like they intended him to look. He's got cool vents and stuff all over, and a bit riveted detailing and different things. And it's alright. I like the shape of the head. He's got kind of light piping, but like you're not really going to get the light in there. You can open up the back of the head and get that going on there. He can be stood up to be noticeably taller. Articulation-wise, he's got weird articulation. He's got this ab crunch here. He's got a waist swivel. He's got a couple of neck joints up in here. He's got this joint, and he's got this head swivel here. He's got a shoulder swivel, and it's like really, really tight, actually. He's got shoulder hinges. He's got under the shoulder swivels for both arms. He's got an elbow swivel and an elbow on both arms, and he's got a wrist hinge and a wrist swivel on each arm. So that's cool. The legs. He's got universal jointed hips. Very, very tight. Like, oh my goodness. He's got an above-the-knee swivel, and then he's got the weird digitigrade animal legs going on. And I don't know. And then he's got ankle rockers, but no ankle swivels. So he's got plenty of articulation, so you can get him in a bunch of interesting poses. But because he doesn't have a very humanoid shape, you're still kind of wondering what you're doing with him. Fortunately, he is, as you have seen several times, he is a weaponizer or armorizer or fossilizer. He's a modulator. I'm going to start using that term. He's a modulator. He can break down into the separate parts. But he does have a directly inspired, this is what he's supposed to transform into, and you don't, even though the parts keep popping off, you don't need to take the parts off to transform him. So let me go ahead and do that. First we're going to do is we're going to take his head, and you're going to want to extend up the torso, open up his back here. Does this open up, or is it, oh, okay. His back opens forward, I think. Keep the head in place. And fold everything in like so. Then fold that up. This part here is going to want to get folded up and over and then closed over. We're going to come back here and fold these panels down to make room. You want to straighten the legs up and bring the legs all the way up and over. Fold the legs flat and then peg them together. This is right, isn't it? Turn them at the waist so that you can get everything up and over, and then you can fold the upper thighs into his back like so. Fold everything up like that, and then this stuff gets pegged back on here and then folded back like armor. We're going to take the sides, fold it down, we're going to take his gun and we're going to put it in place, and then you're going to want to run this through the legs, then peg that in place. You got to bring the legs up and out of the way. Straighten out these become like robot eyes almost, which is kind of cool. Straighten the arms. So the back arms here. Oh, no, we're going to want to bring it around like this so that we can have these arms lined up so that they'll tab in place there, and you want you want the arm panel to be facing out, have the hollow space facing backwards, and then you can tab them in place. Straighten the arms out, because the arms are going to become like robot legs. And there we have him in his first vehicle alt mode thing. Okay, so we've got him in his alt mode. Let me bring in Scourge and Hubcap. And yeah, in his alt mode, he gets a lot bigger, which is kind of crazy. He's definitely got the height on him because of his legs. We've got Siege car guys. We've got Soda Can. And I've got Film Noir here. And I didn't want to bother bringing these guys in on robot mode, but I think they look kind of cool next to them in vehicle mode. This is Scavenger from Beast Machines, and then later on Cybertron, and I think that looks good. The alt mode itself is some type of weird multi-legged armor thing, and it's like he's got tank treads on his back. Why does he have to? Well, because if he's so inclined, he could just, I guess, and now he's a tracked construction vehicle guy, right? And he can barely stand up, and you've got to reorientate his legs, and yeah. So the alt mode is, I don't get it. I don't know. Apparently he can fly also, but then that brings into another thing, because you can rip all his limbs off. And this, you're not supposed to take the head off. The head's supposed to stay in there. You twist the limbs around, and this thing is apparently like some type of flying command carrier thing. Okay. Then you can take these and... Oh, no, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. You peg these guys together like that. And then these guys, you fold out these little wing bits on the arms. Gotta turn the hands to where they're facing the right way. And you peg those together. And you get this thing. And this is apparently a thing by itself also. So now we've got a mini tank drone thing. We've got two flying hands. And we've got some type of wheeled tractor arm thing. Huh? Oh, but it gets better. It gets better because take these and stick these on either side, and then put this part in the middle, and then we can come in here and take his head and we can have this thing. I think there's also where you're supposed to do this. This is also a thing you can do if you are so inclined. This is definitely another guy that you're supposed to combine with your other modulator figures. I am worried about this guy in a lot of ways because he breaks down into he doesn't just have a gun. He's got the main body, 2 arms, 4 arms, each of the legs. He's got 3 weapons in this thing. The head is a separate piece with another piece inside. And then, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 individual pieces from this guy. This is a moment of silence. That was a moment of silence for all the lost, missing pieces that will occur from this figure. I do not feel comfortable putting this guy away, just tossing him in with stuff. I'm going to put him in a plastic bag before I put him away. He's a cool figure. I'm glad I got him. I don't get it. I have to sit down and play with the modulators and just combine them together like Legos sometime. But I'm worried about losing the parts. Should you get your own? Should you get your own Amalgamous Prime? That really is up to you. What do you want from a Transformer? Do you want a pile of parts? Or do you want a guy that goes from robot to alt mode? I mean, even he's got extra parts that are put away. He's got the whole trailer and the weapons, and I mean, like, you know, then there's this guy. He's got all the... But see, if you lose these accessories, you still got the robot. You still got the robot. How much of this guy could you lose before you... I mean, what if you're stuck with this? What is this thing supposed to be? I can't tell you how to spend your money this way. I can't recommend this. I cannot recommend this figure at all. If you like what you see here, be advised of parts that are going to be lost. I'm going to get out of here. I've been Colwyn. I've been talking about Transformers Age of the Prime, Amalgamous Prime. I'm glad I got them, but you can see for yourself why I would have issues with him. This is, you choose for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.